Admin Page. The admin page is your home base to how you can control your cameras. You can see how I got to this page by going to PlaySight.com and signing in with the credentials I shared with you. Once you sign in, you'll see your broadcast center and you'll see your number of courts listed below. Once you want to start a court, you can either select one court to start, or on the top left corner, select all SmartCourts. Once you press all SmartCourts, you can then press Start Selected on the top right. This will now show us a couple different options of how we can label and title our video session. First, you can title it, whether it's a tournament, a practice, open play, or a lesson. You can select it here and also type it in yourself. Once you have a title, you can then move to setting your duration. You can adjust it accordingly with these arrows on the hour and the minute mark, and you can also go up to 4 hours. If you're doing an all-day event, you can select continuous loop underneath. So if I started this at 8 a.m., it would go 8 to noon, noon to 4, 4 to 8, etc. I only suggest using continuous loop on all-day events. From there, I can go to next on the bottom right, and it's going to give me a couple more options about my video. It's going to ask me match versus practice. This is just how it gets labeled on the system. Nothing else changes about the video. The two most important things are the live streaming and the save to cloud. Live streaming is how you can push it to the public and fans and alumni, parents can watch. You can easily unselect that if you just want it to be private, if you don't want it to be pushed to the PlaySight network or any other streaming platform. If I do choose to have live streaming on, I can then decide if I want free or premium. Free, anyone can sign in and watch. Premium, they'd have to purchase it or buy a subscription. Underneath is Save to Cloud. This is how you record your videos. You'll always want to leave this checked on unless you do not want it recorded, and then you can easily deselect that as well. Next below is your streaming platform. Right now, you're streaming to PlaySight.com. If you want to stream to YouTube, your school's website, your facility's website, you can easily change your platform and set up a new streaming destination for each court. From there, you'll press Next. You'll see it's going to give me a summary of everything I selected, and I'm going to press Start. Once you press Start, you're going to see that your courts are starting to initialize. What you can also do on the admin page is you can schedule them ahead of time. So instead of having to set them up right before an event, you can do what we just did, whether it's selecting one court or all SmartCourts. And then on the top right again, instead of Start Selected, you'll press Schedule Selected. When you press Schedule Selected, it's going to give us the exact same prompts that we were seeing on the last slide. The only difference is you're going to see a date and time. You can press date and time and you can see a calendar appears. If I had an event for this upcoming Saturday, I could select that date and then I could also select that time. If the event starts at 11 a.m., I suggest to start the cameras 5 minutes early just to give yourself some free extra time to get the cameras up and going. You'll see I'll go through those exact same steps. And then instead of pressing Start, I'll press Save on the bottom right. When I press Save, in a couple of minutes, I'll be able to see on the far left side of my screen SmartCourts. Underneath SmartCourts is Scheduled. You can see I have those 5 scheduled sessions to start on Saturday at 10:55 a.m. I can then edit it, so if I want to make any changes to the name, to the title, to the duration, I can edit my session here. And you can see if this event gets canceled, I can also delete that session by pressing Remove. Under Scheduled, you have streaming destinations. This is what I touched on before. If I wanted to stream to a YouTube or a different site, I can create a new destination for each court, and I'll just need that server URL and stream key from the back end. Under Scheduled, again, you'll see I have those 4. I'll go back up to my SmartCourts, and you can see from here all SmartCourts are starting. The time clock is beginning, and I have that green check mark under live and that green check mark under cloud, which means I'm live streaming as well as it's recording. To always check my courts on the bottom right, I can press that monitor and I can see the courts playing now.